Animal lovers, science nerds, adrenaline junkies, and dreamers. The ocean is what drives us. It's a part of us, and it's time we protect it. We're on a mission to stop an extinction. One dolphin at a time. One coral reef at a time. We do it because we act and inspire others to act. And we have a whole lot of fun doing it. SeaWorld. See it here. Save it there. From park to planet.
Interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. I'm Christina, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. You gain a better understanding of these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like her eyes are in this white patch, but that's a visual distraction. Her eyes are actually in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on top of the orca's body is called a dorsal fin, which helps stabilize whales when they swim and helps regulate their body temperature. There is no bone inside of the dorsal fin, which is why sometimes you'll see a slight curve. The flippers on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers and are mainly used for steering and stopping. They have 5 bony digits inside of the flipper, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes, and the tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, which is as fast as our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
whales, orcas use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps at the surface of the water to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they preach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Slaps are also a form of communication the killer whale uses here and in the wild. So it's no wonder they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Demonstrates that same movement and behavior at the Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals right into the water. Watch as Shuka shows you the same wave-making technique at the front of the pool, demonstrating one of many complex and impressive hunting abilities that killer whales have developed around the world. Now you have just seen these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't really imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, we have a brave volunteer who is going to get to experience this. So you're going to sit right there on that bench. Perfect. Now, did you just see the video with the seal? Great, you're our seal. So just sit right there and hold on tight because you don't want to get knocked off like those seals. It looks like Shuka is coming around the perimeter of the pool. Now, she's going to reach in top speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. So hold on tight because this is going to be a big wave. Here she comes. First, she'll give a little wave and an even bigger wave. Oh my goodness! You did a great job. You guys so good. Thanks for being such a good sport and for helping us show the power of the killer whale. screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than the killer whale. So, how does a whale this size eat a whale that size out in the wild? Well, it's possible because orcas are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast at the surface of the water, breaking out of the water briefly. To be touched and will rub their bellies on rocks when we can. Watch as our whales do this here, just like whales in British Columbia will. You'll also see whales imitate each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. A purpose. A tailwhip is used in hunting to stun fish. But today, these whales might just be stunning all of you. And right now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce you to one of our 10 incredible whales. This is Kalia. Kalia is a 14-year-old female. She's very intelligent and extremely playful. She loves hanging out with her trainers and learning behaviors. Now, Kalia actually lives here with her daughter, Amaya, who is only 4 years old. It is so much fun to see the bond they have and watch her grow up next to her mom. Now, Kalia participates in a number of research that helps her wild counterparts. We encourage the whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.